Chris, let's start with you first and talk about this project. How long has it been in the making, and can you believe we're standing here where this is going to be?
No, we've started this process back in 2019, believe it or not. It was a small, crazy idea at the time, and now we're standing on the potential land where the field and the stadium will be able to bring tremendous amount of memories for a lot of fans in this community. So really excited to partner with Warren and the USL League to bring professional soccer to Northwest Arkansas.
Why this area? And you both can answer this, but it seems like we're surrounded, so why this area?
I've been coming to the region for 30 years and watched, what's been happening here. It's pretty amazing that this has become your living room of the community. And, for us, it's important to actually be accessible to all communities, all ethnicities, all social economic classes. So we want to be somewhat central. Ideally, seen by the freeway so that people can see that and know that, hey, maybe I should go over there someday. So you put everything together, it just made sense for us to look in the Pinnacle Hills area. We're also only a 2-hour event, so it was really important for us to locate a facility in a location where people can be entertained around our 2-hour event. Bars, restaurants, if they want to go to Topgolf before, after, maybe there's a concert the same night, they can see a game and a concert, right? So that helps to extend the entertainment experience for our guests.
You have done this in a number of cities. What has a project like this done for those cities, and what do you expect it to do here?
Well, thank you for that question, because it's my favorite thing about these projects is what they mean to these local communities. The teams in our league mean a tremendous amount to their cities because they're able to build relationships and then ultimately be a partner in the development of the community. To give you an example, in Sacramento in year one, where I started the Sacramento Republic FC, we had as many merchandise items as the Sacramento Kings sold that year. And it was electrifying. The people just felt so proud that they got to participate in the development of something. So we're going to take that same approach here, but ultimately our whole goal here, and I think this is when when we first started talking together, is about how do we make Northwest Arkansas an even greater place to live, work, and play. We just happen to use a beautiful game to do that.
And I'll add to that. I came in 2007. I was a supplier of Walmart, and we were supposed to be here for 18 months, and we just fell in love with the region, raised my family here. We absolutely love it. The one area that I always dreamt about having an opportunity is to have more professional sport and sporting varieties for entertainment for the community. And so having this opportunity to do it in this location that's centralized, accessible for all, soccer is truly the global sport, and we can really help and unite the community even further. And while it's already one of the best communities in the country, we know that this gives a great opportunity for us to tell that story nationally as well.
The team that will locate here, and I want you to kind of explain, a lot of folks are familiar with soccer. The USL, when it comes to Rogers and comes to this area, what is the makeup of this team? Who is it going to be? What kind of league is it? That kind of thing.
Well, it's called the United Soccer Leagues, and we'll be playing in the championship division. So it's Division II, right under the Major League Soccer and the soccer pyramid that's run by the United States Soccer Federation. So the men's side is the championship, and that'll be comprised of players from around the world, and hopefully local players that get the chance to play on our team as well. And then we're also going to have a women's team. We're going to start the league has started a league called the Super League. It starts in 2024, and our goal is to actually start a team in the women's league in 2026 as well. But imagine 35 full-time employees, 100 or so part-time employees helping us to put on events, and then say 50 soccer players that are going to be around the community all year long.
Some will think or say this is minor league soccer, and this is not minor league soccer.
Yeah, United Soccer, we run our own league. We're not affiliated with Major League Soccer. There was a period of time where there was an affiliated relationship, but that's no longer the case. So we actually own all of our players. The players locate to the community, and they're a part of the community. But no, we compete, and we have a tournament every year that's really kind of cool. No other sports do this, but it's called the Open Cup, where amateurs compete all the way up through MLS. Last year, Sacramento Republic, lost in the final to Orlando City, but they beat, 3 MLS teams to get there. So it's really high quality soccer. And is it Major League Soccer? No, it's like one rung below, but we can compete, and on any given day, compete and win. If we're to play, 100 times a year, they'll probably win 70% of the time, but we 30% is pretty damn good. We want to make it 50%.
Yep. I'd love to add, just as a former professional player in the league, I've seen this work in communities, and this was 20 plus years ago, where the sport has just, multiplied tremendously in terms of fan support here. So when we played, we would go to markets like Richmond and Rochester that had this amazing fan base and community support and the cheering sections and several thousand people. And soccer was just in its infancy back then, but I saw it as a player, how much fun it was to play in those environments and how much fun the fans and these kids had being there and the memories they created, and became fans of the game as they grew older and now bring their kids to the games. And so this is a great opportunity for us to take what we've seen in other markets. It's not a unique idea, but it's a really kind of innovative idea for Northwest Arkansas, and it takes us to the next level nationally and globally.
We are surrounded by whatever this is over here, a hotel, all these businesses. Is that kind of the goal in picking this spot, that you already have established locations around or established businesses around? How much is this going to add to what's already here?
We think it's going to amplify it. I mean, our goal is to actually put a stadium in where you can make a difference and not just, build a stadium. We need to be around other entertainment, other options for, this may not be for everyone, but they may want to go out to dinner the night before and still can experience the soccer experience without even having to go to the match, by seeing everybody walking here or coming and participating in our fan zones or things like that. So it's really a chance for us to actually help grow those businesses, and in the same, they're actually helping us grow ours.
That's the neat thing about this, is really there is no limit to what could happen surrounding here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's one of the reasons why we love this region. It already has the infrastructure set up for us to succeed immediately. It has the traffic, it has access for all, but there's still so much upside and opportunity in the area. We can just be one extra lever to help grow that, drive that excitement and emotion that we can bring to a game night.
I know there's some limitations on how you can address this, but how is something like this funded or put together to get to this point?
In essence, it's like funding any traditional business, right? You just have people that believe in your mission and believe in what you're trying to accomplish, believe in the people and the people that are running it, the game plan, and then they invest with us. And our goal is to actually have a local ownership group instead of a group that may be out of Europe or somewhere else in the country. There's so much capital flow into soccer right now. But I think it's important for the fans to have a direct relationship with somebody here, because that means that they know that there's somebody that cares, right? So it's our goal to actually have principal ownership that's, from the region.
The fan engagement is really important. We're going to really learn from the community. We have over 15 listening sessions planned already. We just had our first one today, and that is going to educate us on what the fans want from the team, what the brand of the team will look like, what colors, what's the crest, the flags. All that stuff is really important for soccer fans, and we're going to learn from them. And they're also going to help us learn about what we want to do at the stadium. What is the actual stadium experience like? What do we want the outside the stadium to experience like? And so that's really, really important, that it's not just Warren and I kind of leading this process. We have ideas and we have experiences that are important, but it doesn't really matter in the end. It's really about what the community tells us. We're going to take all that information and funnel that back into the concept.
All right, so what is the timeline on something like this? I know you've been working on it since 2019. COVID didn't help hardly, I don't think, very much, but when do we start seeing dirt moving and stuff start to get built out here?
We just started the process of designing the stadium, so we have a design process. You saw a sign over there that basically says a public hearing. We basically are asking for a zoning change to meet with the zoning that the city is already laid out for this area, which is called the entertainment district zoning. And then from there, start the process with the city. So sometime early next year, we should have approvals. Once we have a design concept and approvals, Now the stadium is not a brick and mortar facility like Arvis Ballpark. It's more of a erector set project, more like Phoenix Rising or what we built in Sacramento. These are proof of concept stadiums, kind of like a college facility, if you will. But ultimately, they can be built relatively quickly because they're all above ground. So in Sacramento, we built in 88 days. Phoenix built in 54 days. They've since moved twice. So these are very flexible facilities that allow us to kind of grow as our fan base grows. So we'll start off at 5,000 seats. If it's received well, we can grow to 7,500 or 10,000. We'll see what the community decides, what they want from this. But Chris is right. This is all designed around the fan input, and not just in listening sessions, but if they interact with us online or through our social media. So tomorrow all of our websites and all that goes live. So we're really excited to start learning from them about what they want. What do they want from us? What kind of club do they want to have? And what I hope to learn through this, and I think we all do, is why do people really love Northwest Arkansas? And we know everyone does, but if we can come to some commonality, that might lead to a great team name, or some team colors, or a brand that really makes sense for us here in this region.
Having been here a while, is there a way to even remotely describe what this could do for this area?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to put into words, honestly, because there's nothing like it in our region. Being here in 2007, Pinnacle Hills pretty much was farmland. Had the Walmart neighborhood market was the big initiative at maybe around 2010 or so. But then all of a sudden you have all of this around us and this development. It's become the entertainment district for Northwest Arkansas, and I think that this is just a great location, a great opportunity, a great sport that can further unite, further bring this community to the next level, help attract and retain talent. As we talk to community leaders in the business world, that's the feedback we got from them. These are the kind of things that will help us retain and attract talent. And as we know, Northwest Arkansas, with 38 people a day moving here, we want to bring more and want to keep them here. And these are just extra levers to help do that.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Looking forward to this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.